Hey everybody, Spidey here, and as always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. I know that I am because I'm with my friend Steve, one of the lead
Hey.
men for Deadcode, the band, but also a friend of the channel. A lot of you have seen him here before, but if you haven't, the reason I have him here tonight is he has an incredible personal collection that is going off on auction at Heritage Auction that primarily focuses around trading card art, with a significant portion of that being Marvel card and art focused. If you're already a member of Heritage in the sense that you've or signed up and subscribed with them, or you've made bids there, you've likely got a copy of that issue in the mail. And this is the owner of that collection. Steve, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? Nice to see you again. Not opening cards this time. Usually that's what we're doing when we on here. But yeah, it's really exciting to have that. And it's insane to have like this catalog filled with like all of this stuff I used to have. And I'm like, I almost want to bid on my own stuff, and but that wouldn't make any sense, would it?
No, I would encourage you not to do that. But it's funny to think about, like, you dream about having collectibles and enjoying them. Did you ever think that you would one day have a portion of your collection going off an auction that's so big that Heritage has to do its own focused auction on it and issue a catalog magazine for it?
Yeah, I never thought it would go that deep, but it's pretty awesome. Actually, two catalogs, because one of them is all Magic and one of them is all Marvel. So it's actually like my two favorite types of collecting. Magic the Gathering and Marvel, which those worlds are combining pretty soon in September. And then a little bit of Garbage Pail Kids too. A little bit of
Garbage Pail Kids. So I mean, I'm a '90s kid, but there's a lot of us that are '80s and '90s kids and love both those worlds. Steve, one of the questions that I've gotten as soon as I was announcing that we were going to be doing this stream, and by the way, hashtag Deadcode in the comments, because there's going to be some killer giveaways tonight as we go through what is going to be in this auction, so you guys don't miss out on any of the amazing collectibles that are there. But one of the questions I got is like, hey, why is Steve selling all of his collectibles? And I was like,
yeah, right.
as you are still surrounded by an incredible amount of collection. So why don't you just talk about, like, what made you come up with this idea of doing this major offering of your collection at Heritage?
Yeah. First, all of my collection, it looks like they didn't even take anything out of my collection, to be honest.
I'm telling you, I've been in his room and you're like, oh, it's busting at the seams. It's like, if it was an organism, it's like going through your house, like spreading, right?
I still have no room in here. So it's almost like no, they didn't take anything. But no, there's a lot of stuff there. And what made me do this, to be honest, it was a kind of Heritage's idea, because I know those guys there. I buy a lot of stuff from Heritage, and everybody knows that knows me. I played music in a band, and I've been working on an album release for the past like 2.5 years. And if anybody in the music business knows, it's extremely tough to like get any type of recognition out there. It's pretty insane. So you have to do like weird, like other types of discovery, like things that are different, that are also authentic. And when I was thinking of, like, I loved like trading cards, like when my other thing, music, trading cards, and cybersecurity, my three things. How do I combine those together? If I can't do cybersecurity, because I would just like hack Spotify and make my numbers go up. I don't want to do that. I'll go to jail. So instead, I like combine the music with this, and then decided with them, like, hey, let's do a catalog of all my stuff, share it, and we'll give like the people that are part of it collectibles with that. So that's why it came with these trading cards here. If you got a catalog, there's 6 of them, which are pretty awesome. We'll look at them in a second here. And this is all like Deadcode ones. And then they came with also the full album a little bit early too, that was inside the catalog. So it was great, like, promotion, but it's also giving a little piece of like what I'm into, getting them to know me, and it's in sharing my collection as well. So I'm not like hoarding on. Everybody knows I share.
And Deadcode is it's, how do I say this? It's a band that is very in tune with its nerdom.
Yes, very, very. If you've ever seen our music videos before, it's definitely a geek fest for a few of those, for sure. And we're trying to build like a narrative, like a sci-fi narrative, along with like each release that comes out. So you know, there's a storyline and a story arc when you watch them all that goes along with it. Kind of like Thanos, collecting all the gems. You know, there's like artifacts and stuff.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Well, look, you're going to be doing some giveaways tonight. You want to show some of that, and then
for sure get everybody excited here.
Get excited. We're going to start going through the catalog. I don't want to linger too long before we start showing the incredible things that you have available to auction.
So what I'm going to be giving away, and then we'll get going here. There's going to be 4 giveaways, and each one is going to get multiple things. So the first thing is going to be actual Marvel cards that we care about and like. So I have this one will be last. It's a Amber Crystals Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man, 2015 PSA Wolverine, and Spider-Man, and a PMG Red. Because these are all things that are similar to what's in the auction. Not only that, so one of those, and then also, if you guys ever went to OAX, CAX, I sponsor that. I have one of each of these to give. So the Bianchi, this is Ash Gonzalez, this one's PJ, and then this one is Dan. So I'll have one of these with that, and then, but wait, there's more. The full set of the cards I just explained here, and vinyl record of that.
Yes.
4 vinyl records. I know I gave you one in a package.
I got mine right here.
Yeah, these vinyls are really, really cool. And it has full album on there, 16-page booklet. And also if you see I don't know if you guys even care about vinyls, but if you do, it's like they're all pretty they're collectibles in their
it's so translucent. Look at that. That's cool.
Yep. So you get a vinyl, you get one of the OAX autograph cards, you get one of the Marvel PSA graded cards that are really good ones, worth at least like 200, and then having then also giving that with my set of cards, which are probably not worth too much at all, but hey, they're cool.
My friend Andy's here. What's up, Andy?
Hey, Andy, how you doing?
Hey, look, the on the autos from OAX, CAX.
Yes. Yep. These 4.
I don't have the full set yet. So if somebody wins those,
many people do.
Yes, might have something to trade. So
yeah, they're all like serialized. So this one here is the Dan one. There's 50 of them, 32 of 50.
Right. Why don't you pick what we're going to give away first, and then we're gonna run that, and then we're gonna get into the heritage auction.
Yeah. All right. So what I figure we'll do is we'll start with, let's get a big. I'll do the Galactus, and we'll do the Spider-Man, and then of course you get the vinyl and the other one. So these 2 first.
Yeah. So if you don't know, put #Deadcode in the comments, and you will be one of the ones that can be selected, and Steve's going to mail these out to you.
Yep, that's it. All this stuff, vinyl, set of the cards, and then these 2. So pretty, and we're going to do this 4 times. So pretty big giveaways.
Pretty big giveaways. We're going to get our first one going here.
All right.
We've got 39 entries. Going to give you like 5 seconds. We're kind of down. Let's see what we got going on here in the comments. See like our friend Marvelously Sketch, Deadcode. He's got it in.
All right. Awesome. Yes, and I'll make sure that Spidey, I'll see what I have left over to give you for these OEX odds. These are a hot commodity for sure.
Yeah, I'll let you know what I'm missing. All right, let's run it. Best of luck, everyone. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, I saw that.
Run it back. That's Jason.
Hey. That's awesome. Now, if you want, I can give a choice on that. I said this one here, but if you're really not, everybody will probably want the Wolverine one, so I say that for last.
Yeah, let's play that one. And he's happy he won. There we go.
Awesome. All right, run it back. So I'm going to put that here. Let me put your name on that one.
He might be intently watching your auction, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Amazing.
I might be aware of that.
All right. I got to collect your contact later on, so maybe
yeah, I can. Yeah. So if you're a winner tonight, message me or Steve, and I'll get that over to Steve so he can get that mailed out, or get his parents to mail it out, one or the other. Yeah. By the way, Jason claims he's not lucky. He won the Topps lottery for getting boxes of the new Comics Chrome that's coming out, and he just won your giveaway, so he can no longer claim that he is not lucky.
Wow. I actually like the top set. There's a little bit of the top set in this too. It made it just in time when that set came out.
Yeah.
Just a little.
So, guys, we are on heritage.com's website. And if you get on heritage.com's website, you can see pretty quickly that Steve's items are featured there. It's under the Deadcode. And as Steve said, there's a Marvel catalog, so to speak, and then an MTG Magic the Gathering catalog. It's a mix of original art, which is, can be some pretty high dollar items, and then trading cards, which is going to have probably a variety of offerings in terms of how expensive it is. But what we're looking at first, and I'm kind of, as a Marvel card guy, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad this one's up first because this is the first ever physical trading card set of Marvel. And it came out in 1966, produced by Donruss. So we get the first appearances on trading cards, or rookie cards, as some like to say. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Daredevil, and Spider-Man, right? And
Spider-Man rookie card. Yeah.
Spider-Man rookie card. So I actually was going through the I kind of got in the mood of looking up sales this week. I've been just actively looking up sales on various cards, and I was paying attention to the Donruss and anything PSA 6, PSA 7, PSA 8, PSA 9 of the Spider-Man rookie card, is selling anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 or $6,000. A PSA 10 would, who knows what that would sell for.
If it exists. I didn't even check the pop count on that one. If they're
on the PSA report, they're on there. It's not a lot of them, as you can imagine, but you have the rookie card here. And look at these grades, by the way. These are CGC. So we got the 7.5, 8, 8.5 here. We got a 5 on the one that shows the Spider-Man face on the back. But we got a 9 over here of Daredevil, and let's see.
It's a pretty good set. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clean set, in total for all of it that's there. I like the blue, like the old school CGC label too on it. Like the blue.
It has that comic book motif, doesn't it?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So down here at the bottom, I don't know if you can see my little cursor here, but you got on the bottom row, you got Daredevil, and then the next one is what most people consider the Spider-Man rookie, because it's the first card in the set in terms of the front facing of the card. And that card, like if you go to eBay and look up collections, a lot of people are pulling that out and selling, every card but one, but that is, you did not do that. And it's a 7. Yeah. And it looks pretty good from the photo here.
Yeah, how annoying would it be to get the whole collection and not have that one, and then you lose the other bit on there,
Well, what's insane is just still how small the Marvel card collecting community is, right? That the Spider-Man in this set still is carrying the bulk of the value, but you still get the first appearance of Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Daredevil, like big time players in the Marvel universe, so to speak. But the bigger news here for me is, yes, you put it in there, but these are all respectable grades that are here. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I wonder what they would cross to if somebody wanted to crack them out, put them PSA.
Well, they're not going to be a PSA 2, which is still the Spider-Man rookie, still going for like $600. So
yeah, good deal. Incredible. Yeah, on the page the page looks pretty cool. They show all of it in one for that here, so that's pretty awesome.
And then we get to this is. To a lot of people that's out there that don't know Marvel trading cards, they think these are the first ever Marvel trading cards, the 1990s. And they're still heavily collected and traded and sought after, especially in high grade. Typically we see the PSA 10s, but you have the 9.5s from BGS here.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, there's quite a few of the ones from this, like the 1990 Impel, and like the way that the auction set up for Marvel and for Magic is kind of a journey, a sample of everything that exists for the cards, as well as like later on when you see it, the original art that I have, I set up with rainbows, so you can get a sample of like, hey, this is the art and these are all the types of cards there. So it's kind of thoughtfully made as we go through all of it. So this would be like kind of the journey into the newer, as we go to the newer. So starting with the old and then into the the Impel, and then we have some 92 and then masterpieces, and then a lot of modern stuff in there in platinum. Yeah, so there's the Wolverine.
It was good.
And different grades too, different graders too. So CGC, some Beckett, and some PSA. And then in Magic, same thing.
Kind of hitting everybody's flavor.
Yeah, got to make sure all 9.5s for all these too. Only 9.5, only the gold label.
Surfer, like this juggernaut.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, these are not too hard to grade. I mean, they printed a lot of those cards, but almost all of them are like off center, off cut, especially the holograms too. Those are just like almost impossible to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a nice set of holograms we're about to see here in a second. So, Steve, I know because I recognized as I was going through this collection, there were some cards that I remember us pulling together, whether in person or on the channel together. But these cards here that we're looking at for these 90MU, did you personally open these boxes and grade these yourself?
Yep. Yeah, all of these are me grading because I had for I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, had a bunch of those 90 boxes, opened them up, and going through them with my friends, just like trying to find the best 5 most centered corners nice, and then like submitted those to Beckett and to PSA.
These are all gorgeous examples of the holograms. Now, none of these are PSA 10s, but what I do want to point out is the Spider-Man and Green Goblin is a PSA 9, and it is about as centered of an example of the Spider-Man Green Goblin that I've ever seen. And I would tell you that is the card of the holograms that has the lowest pop at a PSA 10. I don't know, it might be an opportunity with that one.
Yeah, you might even be able to resubmit it a few times too. See if all the grading companies are not consistent sometimes.
I would argue that cards they don't increase in condition by breaking them and then but you never know. My point is those are very difficult to get a PSA 10, and there is a human element, and so that plays a factor that you have there.
Yeah, those are the nicest examples that I have. I gave to that.
Yeah, guys, if you're just joining us, hashtag Deadcode in the comments is going to be entered into the giveaway. We got a number of those. We'll be running through them right now. We are going through the Marvel portion of Steve's catalog that's being made available at Heritage Auction. Yep. And
the catalog, the way it's organized in the catalog, they have different sections here too. And I don't know if they run through on the website, but there's the Marvel trading cards, uncut sheets, sketch cards, original art, and then memorabilia and skateboard stuff too.
Awesome. We got this set doesn't get talked about enough, in my opinion. It's a great set to just enjoy. Look at this art here for Iron Man. It's got a great grade. Love the grade. 3 9.5s and a 9. However, just as a trading card set, I mean, it is original art on a card. It has that 90s feel. Love this set. It gets overshadowed by 90MU, and rightly so from a historical standpoint, but it does not pull back in terms of its quality of a trading card compared to 90MU.
Yeah. These are just sentimental for like the long-term collectors of all these. When I was in elementary school, I think this set is the one that made me still to this day love Marvel cards. This is the one that I remember looking at the stats on the back and looking at all of like their strength and their health rating. And I think that's why I'm a Thanos collector, because him and Silver Surfer just like maxed out. So I was like, they're the best ones.
Yeah, I mean, look, what happened in 1990 with Bob Budiansky and his team over there at Marvel, when they started actually creating original art specifically designed for the card, it took the cards to another level. It wasn't just reusing comic images like this one right here. It was a great looking card, right? This is an image that we're so familiar with and we love, but we got new images and we started seeing that in 90MU and then see it again in 91. But look,
I love the pristine label too. Like, CGC pristine is my favorite label of all of it. And I'm not just shilling the company. It's just like so nice looking with the gold on there.
I don't think anybody can deny that the label looks good. That gold and black combo just has a way of feeling like, bam, this is actually it's pretty special here.
Yeah, like when you get PSA is probably the most regarded as high value for it. But when you get a PSA 10 label, it looks just like a 9. It's like nothing special about it. It's just another number.
I'm looking for that PSA 10. I love to see it, but you're not wrong in the sense sometimes it's like if you have one, it's like cards issue number 10. And you it's like right below the PSA 10, you get confused. You're like, but no confusion with this label. When you see a pristine 10, you know what it means, right?
Oh yeah. Somebody asked about the one of one cabinet, behind me. See, look at all the cards that are left here. So I mean, there are a lot of one of ones in this auction that we'll get to. There's a lot of them.
Oh, Jared says, what about the one of one shelf? It's missing a few that we'll see here.
Yeah. You'll see which ones got taken out and put in here.
All right, so Brian Says, hey, I would love a Deadcode auction catalog. Sell me one, somebody. I will say that I have heard of a few friends who normally get a catalog from Heritage that did not get one this time.
Oh,
so that makes this video even more important to go out there. But
it should be these. I actually saw a couple on eBay, to tell you the truth, which is very interesting.
Look, they have a collectible. We'll show real quick. We'll make you big, Steve.
Make big. All
right. There's a collectible-ness about this book as a Marvel card fan, right?
So this is the first one for the Marvel one, yeah. So like I'll open it up and show you what that's in it. So they go through, the page here is like they have a little bio about like me and my band, which is nice. Have a quote here you can read later on. But the way that they laid it out, like first page is this art.
All right, stop giving away the stuff we're going to be seeing.
Yeah, and then stuff we just looked at. And I'll stop there.
Yeah.
But then the magic one too, same thing. They have the magic one set up. It's all magic. And there's actually two smaller ones that they had too, like little flyers. Like here's that one as well, which is pretty neat.
That is neat.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil. No spoilers.
Okay, so here we have Thanos. This is 2013, guys. 2013 Marvel Flair Retro, super important set. The most expensive Marvel cards that have ever sold have come out of the 2013 Marvel Flair Retro set. And here we have the Thanos in a CGC-9. Great looking card. Number 200. I hope you got 2 copies of this.
I do have 2 copies of that.
Okay.
It's funny. A lot of the things I picked is something I have 2 copies of. And I'm also doing a giveaway of a 2013 red too. So that'll be later today.
I know, that's incredible. And then we're gonna have lots of lots in this. And this is our first one that we see outside of the full set of Don Russ and the holograms. We've got 2 PSA graded 2013 Flair Retro numbered to 50 blue PMGs, Iron Fist, and Dominoes.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. These are other cards that are really hard to get high grade to because they're not, especially the PMGs, it's not cut too well. Even the new ones, like they had in the Flair Ultra Avengers metal that just came out, they had their retro set too, and they look just like these, and they're cut the same way too.
Manu said, "Play a Deadcode song for us. I'm sure you can get the copyright."
I don't know. I'll sue myself for playing it.
We might share something later in the stream. By the way, I just want to point out that the bid is currently $5 on this, guys.
Oh yeah,
just saying. All right,
don't make me bid on my own stuff.
Can't do that, Steve. We got Daredevil here in a CGC-10. And I first look at this, I'm like, I immediately have to go looking at the card. I'm like, these don't get 10s. These are so hard to get 10s. It's a great card.
Yeah.
This is 2015 Flair Retro.
So I do not have a duplicate of this one, the 2015. So above me, actually, you can see it on my head. You see right up there. This is I've been working on my 2013 Retro Red PMG set. I'm missing 2. But the 2015 I just gave up on. I was like, I'll just do the 13 and that's it. So then I gave it to this auction.
What 2 are you missing on the 13?
Missing, I actually have like Wolverine, and I have Spider-Man, and I had an extra Spider-Man that's in this auction. We'll see soon. I am missing Ghost Rider and Punisher. So.
Yeah. All right, we got to keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that. All right.
And there's a Spider-Man for 2015.
Yeah. So this was one of the last red PMG Spider-Mans that I got, meaning I was able to get the other ones before I got this one, and was very excited to have it. And mine was a SGC 9.5. I cracked it and sent it to PSA and got a PSA 8 like this one. And which I'm very happy to have it in a PSA 8. These are not easy to grade. This is a great example of a Spider-Man card. Super important card. 2015.
Remember which number you had out of the 100?
I don't. If I looked at the car right now, I go, oh yeah, that's what it is, but I can't remember offhand. This is 45 of 100.
Yep, pretty nice number.
And then here we have 2017 Royal Foils. I've been a fan of Royal Foils for some time now. I actually went after this set really hard. Ended up selling most of my collection to fund other parts of my collection, and I got made offers I couldn't refuse. Long story short, but I think these cards are really. How would I say this? I don't want to use too many hyperboles, but in 2017 Fleer Ultra Spider-Man, the PMGs are the cards that go for a tremendous amount of money, or have in the past gone through for tremendous amounts of money. But the Royal Foils are actually more rare in terms of the total numbering of them, and they have great art selections, in my opinion. This Venom is an example of that. And this one is the out of four of 25.
Yep.
There are a lot of errors in this set, so sometimes the numbering will say one thing, but the foiling, that's not what I meant to do. The foiling here, like this is like a diamond pattern. It might be the out of 99 foiling, but the back may say it's out of 25. So you got to watch out for that. But
yeah,
this one is really cool. Spider-Man.
Yeah. This one's might be a little rare too.
Yeah, it's the alpha.
Yeah.
Out of 25.
01. Yeah.
Great car. Currently at $40.
Yep. So yeah, this is I don't think if anybody's like bid on Heritage before, I'm not sure if you guys only do eBay or if you do any of those. Heritage is usually it's live at the end. That's when things like kind of get crazy.
Escalate.
Yeah. Escalate quickly.
Yeah.
I've tried to get things before too. It's like, oh man, what a steal. It's like $100. And I put it in bid, it's like, oh, right. Now it's like 6 figures.
So if you accidentally hit a button. That's not what I meant to hit. But you'll notice this has got the web foiling in the back because this is the out of 10 and this is the alpha 1 of 10.
Yep. Alpha 2099 out of 10. So that's really cool. I never got the whole set of those before. I have a lot of the 2017 Spider-Man set that actually got all the PMGs for red and blue, but never got the Royal Foils. So yes, they are harder to get.
Yeah. And this is a card you never could get out of a pack. So this is an e-pack achievement. You had to combine all of the base metal cards, which is a subset. You had to collect 50 cards online on Upper Deck's e-pack system and then redeem them to get this example of Spider-Man here.
So I have to say, e-pack, I got into e-pack late. It was very late to the game. This was not one of my e-pack things. I bought that afterwards. And I have to say, thank God, like Upper Deck doesn't have Marvel on e-pack anymore, because when I did get into it, it's e-crack. I just like went insane.
E-crack? I haven't heard that. That's a good one.
I'm kind of glad they ended it too, because it was getting pretty insane. You'll see later on how much platinum I have on here. I think that was all just like e-packs, like just one more case. One more case.
One more case. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because you really think about when you buy a case, like a physical case, and and it gets mailed here, like there's a lot of time involved in that opening and stuff here. There's like e-pack is just case, open up immediately. Oh, that's done. Another one.
Well, crazy. I had to learn how to have discipline on e-pack a long time ago. So
I did. Oh man.
But here we have Carnage. This is the bronze, and this is numbered to 199 again from 2017. Still,
I love the bronze ones. They look really nice.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Yeah, like them more than the more modern bronze ones. These are just much nice.
The rainbow foiling in 2017 is almost unmatched. 2013 is really good. Avengers Metal has some good foiling, rainbow foiling in their PMGs, but 2017 is certainly special. Here we have the Carnage. This one's gonna be out of 49, if I remember correct. Yep. Oh, another alpha. What's with you in collecting alphas?
Just alpha male, I guess.
Good Lord. Got Carnage in the BGS 8. And I don't know if you graded that one with BGS, but it was a time in the Marvel collecting community where people were cracking PSA 10s and sending them to BGS because they just this weird little phenomenon happened where people were like, yeah, BGS is better for PMGs, more respectable. And probably some regret there for some
So
people.
I personally like, there's a lot of CGC in here. And the reason why I like it from Marvel is because CGC, they grade the comic books. And I'm a comic book collector too. So it almost like makes sense. Marvel comics with CGC, Marvel cards, CGC. And also it's in Sarasota, which I live in Florida. So I could drive there, like valuable cards. I don't have to ship it all the way to California or to Texas, for Beckett or PSA.
Right. Here we got a 2018 Marvel Masterpieces Red Spectrum Kingpin. Simone Bianchi.
1 of 1.
Special card. Do you have the painting of that one?
I do not. That's why this one's here. I actually don't have too many 2018 Red Spectrums at all compared to the newer one. But I did match it with another Kingpin Red Spectrum coming up. That one I opened recently from there's a box that I had, me and Jose, if you guys know Jose, we opened that together. And this is the only green PMG I got from the 2018 Ultra X-Men.
Yeah, and look, it's weird. 2018. I'm not going to get into the whole history of it. There's a history of why these cards are more difficult to collect than other sets. But the greens in 2018 Fleer Ultra X-Men are out of 25, not out of 10. But they may as well be out of 10 because one collector has most everything.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So here's the matching Red Spectrum.
Yeah, what's the view in Kingpin Red Spectrums? Goodness gracious.
I don't know. Just I figured I have 2 of them from each set. Might as well, if there's a Kingpin collector out there, it's like double whammy for them.
Yeah, exactly right. And then we're getting into jambalayas. I'm from Louisiana. I like jambalayas.
Oh yeah,
the quarterback jambalaya here.
Yeah, so these I was working a full set of jambalayas, from that one too. They're really cool looking from the sports world. I think
right.
Those.
Then we got great foil in here for the sapphire on Dormammu.
Yep. Yeah, I think all these medallions here, they're kind of like the newer version of PMGs in a way from all of the Fleer Ultra sets here.
They definitely have become in the latter offerings from Upper Decks Marvel cards the Fleer Ultra version of a PMG in terms of.
Now this is the full rainbow one.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. So we've got the full set here, and I think. Does it start here? This is the 1 of 1 down here at the bottom. Then the green out of 10, out of 25, out of 50. And this one, this one's out of 100, 200.
200.
And this one's unnumbered, but it is very short printed and very hard to pull.
Yeah.
And then the base there.
I think the purple falls right between like the red and the blue as far as like rarity.
It's tough. They're hard to do it.
Yeah. And this the 1 of 1 from this, it's the onyx, like the darker one. Then in Midnight Sun, they made it like so much more black, like actual black, which looks cool. This one's like a little grayish tone to it, but still obviously 1 of 1.
The fact that you can buy the entire rainbow at once, and the current bid's sitting at $20.
Yep. There's another one.
Ones.
Yeah, that's another 1 of 1. The black opal. Oh, black opal. That's the one that they have for there.
Yeah, and Jack Kirby, I think, is the one who illustrated Ego for the first time, and I got to see some of that original art in New York, and this reminds me of that original Jack Kirby art that he did. It's really nice card here.
Oh yeah, yep. It's all still original art in some way, shape, or form.
We got Thor. Looking good here.
I love that Thor. That Thor's such a good stance of him.
It really is. And these are out of 65, not 50. It's wrong.
Yeah, the ruby medallions. Yep. And here's the green.
Yeah. 10 of 10. Turn it upside down. It's 1 of 1. Stupid dad joke. Sorry. We're celebrating both my girls graduating high school and college today. So I'm in full dad mode. Look at this. Are these all PSA 10s?
Yes.
That
is the whole set in 10.
All right, so these are cards that you could not get out of the pack from Spider-Man Metal. You had to do complete e-pack achievements, and so not only did you achieve all of them, you then achieved a full set of PSA 10s. That's like an achievement upon an achievement.
Yeah. Now I achieved a lot of e-pack. This one was not my achievement. I achieved the full PSA 10s, but I didn't achieve the achievement cards. Because I got into it like right when what's the first set that I did on e-pack? I think it was Avengers versus X-Men. It's like Allegiance. That recent.
Got you. Well, these are great. Some of these I haven't seen before. Like, I don't know that I've actually laid eyes on the Gwen Stacy and the Kingpin. Those are cool. But the Venom, the Venom's got to be a favorite. That's a Clayton Crane Venom. Super cool there.
Only there was a magic.
Yeah, no. Tell me about it. Here we got Carnage, 1 of 1 printing plate, the black.
Yeah. I don't have too many of these printing plates, like small ones. I think it's the only one I've ever pulled or even held. And I just, like I said, I wanted to get a diverse set of things, to submit for this. And I was like, printing plate, small comic mini from anime. Why not?
Yeah, Anime's a great set. This is Anime Volume 2, and fun little card. You could pull these mini cards out of there, and that's the mini printing plate that printed the card. More jumblized.
Yep, a lot.
A lot of these. Here we got Iron Fist. Who's this? Dr. Spry. What does that say? Death something? Can't read that. Morbius, Sleepwalker, and Daredevil.
Yep. This is from Midnight Suns.
Death Rider.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Midnight
Suns jumblized are great looking with the yellow behind it.
Yeah, they look great. Great set all the way around. For
color match. This is a nice, even though it's a 6, this color match is insane.
Hey, if you're a Daredevil fan on a budget, this is a great opportunity to get a card. Yeah. Here's my guy, Spidey, in the blue sapphire or sapphire blue.
I was really, I was considering not sending this into Heritage because I was like, man, I really like this one. And then I pulled another one. So I was like, I have an extra of that.
Love this art. In fact, an example of that art is behind me with a remark from Pablo, who did who's the artist for this card.
Wow.
Super good.
11. No, that one's not an alpha.
11. All right, we got a green here out of 10 of Werewolf by Night. 3 of 10.
Yeah. A little bit of everything. Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, what's going on, Jeremy?
What up? Going through it all. Hey.
I think it's a good time to do another giveaway.
Yeah, we're gonna do let's do another giveaway. Yeah, Jeremy, from Heritage, he got to sit in this room with me and go through all of it and try to convince me to not to keep all this stuff I have here.
He's like, let's just pack up the room. You're like, well.
Yeah, I was like, no. There's a couple no limits, from here for sure.
He must be good at his job because he got some good stuff in this auction.
Yeah, well, I got to give him I got to make something exciting. We haven't gotten to the most exciting stuff yet. All right, so the giveaway, just so the new people hear what the giveaways are going to have. You're going to get, I have these 3 left now. One of the OAX cards that are signed. Yeah. So we had the Galactus one first. So I'm going to save this one for last because everybody's lost that one. So this time we'll do Thanos, which is this one.
Thanos.
All right, Thanos. And then coming up is going to be, we have these 3 here, and we'll do Wolverine next from this. So there's going to be Amber Crystals, the PMG. So we'll do this now. And then, of course, it comes with the Your All-Stars Deadcode trading card pack and a vinyl record. So lots of stuff. All right, here it is. Next one.
We got 80 entries. We'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. We're drawing again. Let's go.
Who's it gonna be?
Oh, Fabio.
Fabio, congrats.
Congratulations. So Fabio, reach out to me, Instagram. You can email me, but send me your information, or you can reach out to Steve.
Yep. This one's number 31 of 50 here, signed by Ash Gonzalez.
Sweet.
And then you get 6 of these here. These are
Ash is watching with us tonight.
Yep. Oh, what's up, Ash? Love it. Yeah, this was a commission that he had done for me. I was like, well, I'll never own the cover of Infinity Gauntlet, but make your version of it for me. And he painted it. It came out insane. I love it. I was like, this deserves to be a card.
You did a great job. Excellent job.
Smashed it. All right, we have these inside here. So Fabio has these ones. Perfect.
Oh, wow. Here's a big card. Okay. So this is an out of 10 on card auto pack pooled Silver Spectrum from 2022 Marvel Masterpieces Dan Dos Santos, number 9 of
I have
10.
to say, like, yeah, the 2022 Dan Santos Masterpieces is probably the set. It's my personal favorite Marvel set, and probably the one that I went insane on collecting here. But the autos, like the tier 4 autos, like this one, I submitted a lot of them for this because I don't know. I feel like the autos that I have from him on like the other cards are more important to me than the ones that were put in like he signs a lot of the cards like his missing Marvels, and I love those ones too because more personal than the pack build ones. But I think that they're great for as far as value. Definitely, some of the most sought after cards.
Yeah, it's so incredible. So we got Thanos. Again, these are the tier 4 cards, but all the autos are numbered to 10, but these are the most desirable of the out of 10s for the most part.
Yeah.
Top characters. Again, side by Dan. We got
I think this
a
this is
10.
Yeah.
Wow.
A 10 auto. Now the next one, probably the most valuable one of all.
It does quite well.
Yeah.
Probably up to $1,250 just to give you some idea. And it's the Alpha, of course.
Alpha Silver Spectrum out of 10 Wolverine Dan Santos. Yeah, this one is massive.
So good. And Captain America sitting at $30. Some respect to Captain America. Shout out to our service. Tomorrow is Memorial Day.
I never got the Spider-Man of the Silver Spectrum auto. That would be pretty crazy.
Yeah, 10 of 10 on that one. That's the Omega. You never got the Spider-Man, but you got a gold 1 of 1 here.
That's it. The Battle Spectrum. Yep. Now, remember, I think we all remember when I pulled the Magneto 1 of 1 gallery. That one's staying with me forever. Also,
forever. Yeah.
So this one is awesome though. The Battle Spectrums are it's hard to see it in a picture. The way that they made these gold spectrums is it's so pretty.
And for it to be a 10 as well, it's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, this is these cards, they came out so off-centered, and it's pretty universal with these, the out of 25s here, but still a great Wolverine card here.
Yep. Only 25 of them. The kaleidoscopes. Those are another ones that look fantastic, like in the light. Actually, I have another one here, so you can see the way they shimmer, later on. Oh, here we go. Now we're going to the platinum.
Yeah. So you had a long run with platinum, particularly on, I think we opened 5 cases together.
Yes. Yes, we did at my house in person with everybody. And it's crazy. Like when we first got to that set, when it first came out and we opened it, like how rare the amber crystals are, and even like the gold treasure.
This day, as much as I opened, I never pulled an amber crystal.
It's crazy how rare they are, and I think that it's overcompensated too, because those cases that we did together, I was like, why the hell do I don't have one? And then EPAC came out there. I was like, I'll show you.
I'll beat the odds.
I'll beat those odds. We'll beat my wallet, but I'll beat the odds.
Right.
Oh, yeah, so there's a lot of amber crystals in here.
Does Jose know that you have this up for auction?
I still have tons of it right now, like in my personal collection. So I even have like one of these Hellas too. So this is a duplicate of mine.
Wow, such a great.
But they were cut so well. Almost all of them are like pristine 10s, and they probably get PSA 10s too.
This one really caught my eye. I hit the track on this one. It looks really good in this pristine 10 slab. 5 of 5 Moon Knight.
It's a great one.
So good. So that takes us to the end, I believe, of the Marvel card lot there.
Oh, yeah, there should be a lot more actually.
Let's see. Oh, there's more. It's just that's the end of this little section. Just double checking myself. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there it is. There's a lot.
Oh, it did that to me this morning too. That's right. Because this is where I stopped this morning when I was looking myself. All right, we got Spider-Woman. Another amber crystal out of 5. Guys, these are all case hits. These are
And a case says it's $4,000 for like a case of platinum.
yeah. I can't remember exactly what it cost on ePack, but that's a great looking Scarlet Witch of the box art.
Yep.
2 of 5. Shout out if you have the cover variant Amber of Crystal of Magic. I'm still looking for that card.
And these cards, I'm giving one away at the end of this stream, so stick around because I have a Superior Spider-Man Amber Crystal Alpha that I'll be giving away.
I can't believe you're giving that away. Here we have the gold 1-of-1 auto, the gold rainbow. Is that what they call this? Yeah, Artist Auto Gold Rainbow, 1-of-1 of Grandmaster from Andre Meister.
Yeah, that's awesome. Grandmaster is part of the Thanos saga. He's one of the ones that had the gems that he played and collected from. But I had some examples of multiple ones on here, and I have my whole cabinet of 1-of-1s back there, so I had to pick one out. I think there's a Doctor Strange, I believe, too.
And that's an Amber Crystal to go with it, so you can pair those up and be pretty much have the rainbow knocked out. All right, it's a great looking example of Spider-Man here. I love this Cal Spider-Man image. You did such a great job. 7 of 25.
It's my birthday, July 25th.
Oh man, that's awesome. You had one of them fun summer birthdays.
Oh yeah.
Another Spider-Man. Man, this looks good. Out of 35. That's an orange. It has a red hue here, but I think it's pulling from the Spider-Man colors. Yep. That is actually orange. That's a great card. We got
red. Unnumbered. Red autos, they're pretty common, but this particular card, not too common.
Well, most artists only signed about 80 of those. So I don't know how many Cal did of Spider-Man, but that's typically about the number that I've had multiple artists confirm that that's about how many they had. So we got another Amber Crystal here of Annihilus.
Yep.
Annihilus might be in the movie screen soon. And then this is a big card, guys. Golden Treasure, Black Panther, and the CGC-95, 1-of-1.
1-of-1, the first Golden Treasure here. So I have the other personally, the high tier one, the Black Panther. Yeah. So this one's from the lower, the original art, artist ones that came in here. Really awesome example. I mean, this Golden Treasures they're like the superfractors from Topps pretty much for it.
Yeah. Exactly. Currently sitting at $310 on the bid. And then we got another Spidey hit.
Yellow Spotlight. So this is this one is a high series one here, but little for the people with lower budgets, you can get looks like it could be a seismic gold, but
exactly. I actually thought that's what it was. But yeah, in terms of just the aesthetics of the card.
Definitely. So this one, White Rainbow. This one was from the Pack Wars that was going on for ePack. White Rainbow was not from the you couldn't get this out of a pack, and you couldn't get that on a normal ePack. You had to participate in like some type Pack Wars, and then if you won, you would get these ones here.
Yeah, out of 25, PSA 10.
Yep,
definitely great. Here we have an Amber Crystal of Lizard, great image of Lizard in a pristine 10, 1-of-5, another alpha. Running theme tonight. This is a card. How about this? The Artist Gold Rainbow CGC-10 of Doctor Strange, 1-of-1.
It's all red. Mike, all red, I believe, right? Yeah. 1-of-1.
Yeah. Currently sitting at $95. Incredible. I never pulled a 1-of-1 out of all the platinum that I opened.
Here's a matching. This is the seismic gold.
Yeah, this is great, man. If someone could add these.
You didn't see these. So you're saying you didn't. You went and you thought the end of Marvel cards was where we left off?
When I was going through setting my tracking this morning, that's correct.
Oh boy! So this is all new to you. You're gonna get super excited as we keep moving along.
Here we go. Oh man, another out of 5 Amber.
Yeah.
Another Golden Treasure. Now I knew you had this one. I've seen this one.
Yeah, James Rhodes. Yeah, you saw that one.
Giving you a thumbs up. Little first appearance action of James Rhodes.
That's right.
One of
Yeah,
one.
these are all from comic books. Comic books that they had. Usually, somebody first appearance or sometimes like close to it.
Malekith, Golden
Yep,
Treasure. Man, it's a good looking card.
Yeah. I had so at one. This is how bad I like how deep I went with platinum, and you know, and Luis Alonso knows, and Shane, all this. There's a crew of us last year that were just like insane about platinum. Brian saying I see him in the chat too. It's it was a vibe. It was a movement.
It's look, hey, Brian, me and Brian Stanley lived on this island of we think platinum's going to be great island pre-release. And dude, there was so many people were like, yeah, I'm done, I'm out, I'm not doing it. It's not what I want to be a part of. And a lot of that I think was because they had just digest 2022 Marvel masterpieces, and it's like,
Yeah,
and they were like not going to do it, and then it hit, and then people got to experience it, and it became the set of the year, in my opinion, for last year.
Yep, I think so. Yeah, I have so much. At one point, Golden Treasure, there's another Golden Treasure. I have, I think, 36 Golden Treasures from the set. So, and I gave about 8 of them, here.
That's incredible. Look at this Typhoid Mary. Great looking card. Great image of Typhoid. Oh, we got Firestar. Another golden
it. I'm going to pull out my favorite one from the whole thing.
Okay. Does this mean are you making it available tonight?
Nope. Yeah, actually these two. I don't know, maybe one day. Heritage is like that, but no.
Yeah, that's insane.
My 2 favorites.
Oh, that Spider-Man. Look at that. Those look so good.
My wife is jealous of these.
Yeah, these are give you a kid.
2 of my grails for sure.
Firestar, that was a seismic gold out of 10. And we got the PSA 10 Mark Bagley auto on card auto here, red rainbow. And then we got Amber Crystal Berezimo.
Yeah. You know what? Somebody said something in the chat too about the platinum blasters, and they're right. This is the thing that, there was one of ones inside of not the hobby boxes, but the blaster boxes, and nobody knew about that until it was happening. And I was like, what? I just spent $4,000 on this case, and then this guy hobby boxes have have them, but the blasters too. Like, what?
Yeah, Steve, no doubt. If I could go back, I would have just spent all my money on the blasters.
Yeah.
I actually recently this year went back and some blasters, they disappeared. Then all of a sudden they popped up again on David Adams and eBay. And so I bought a case and hit an out of 25 Wolverine wow. Cosmic.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Blasters are great. Yeah, this Luke Cage is awesome.
Another one of one. Yeah, it's a great looking card.
Actually, I kind of like the higher the 100 to 200 cards for the one of ones, because there's only one of them, truly, because the lower ones have the cover variant version too. So those one of ones have 2, and then these are the only ones.
Seismic gold here out of 10. 10 of 10, a Morbius. Red Guardian. Saw him in the theater recently.
Yeah.
4 of 10.
Yeah.
This is not the cover variant, but you still get that kind of trade dress in the background.
Yeah. Looks like it could be a cover variant for that one.
Captain America coming at you here.
This is the good one. This is the alpha. The
alpha.
Yep, there is.
Out of 5, Amber Crystal. Got a great Ghost Rider here. Really like this. Well, they call this the Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns, yep.
Yeah, forget about that. 1 of 10. Alpha. But Ghost Rider is heavily featured on that card. Hobgoblin. Seismic gold.
Lots of platinum.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing, guys.
No, this set's great. There's people are still chasing it. There's a platinum Facebook group of people looking for their looking for their characters, their sets. So might find it here.
I'm actively buying platinum.
So wait, here, stop on this one because this is the card that I'm doing the amber crystals the giveaway.
Oh, Seismic Gold 1 of 10.
Yeah.
And then, hold
This is the giveaway. I'm giving the even rarer one today.
on. Ooh.
The amber
Hashtag Deadcode in the chat. Deadcode is the name of Steve's band and the name of this catalog that has been offered at Heritage.
That's right. With the record, vinyl, and CD. If you got the Heritage catalog, you would have gotten the CD. So giving the vinyl away for that with the cards.
Yeah. And this auction is going off on what dates? Do you know those?
So there's the 30th, May 30th. So it's in 5 days from now. Then there's the Magic the Gathering collection, which is the other one going in parallel with that the following day. And then there is the day after that, one for Garbage Pail Kids, June 1st. So it's 30th, 31st, and the 1st.
Yeah, and we'll hit those up towards the end of this video. We'll take a look at those too. But look at this Golden Treasure Sabertooth.
Yep. It's one of my favorite ones that I think
Wow.
the hardest one of one, that one and then the Black Panther to give up.
We got cover variant Seismic Gold.
Yep.
War
This is
Machine.
Dave Palumbo art. I saw that. He had that one, the original at the OAX. I was thinking of getting that one.
Oh, wow. And then this is a good one here.
Yeah. This one is, I love this one here, Tom Fleming art. I have another of this. That's why it's here. So this is
Okay. That makes sense.
One of my favorite cards, I think, in the set. There's another Grandmaster. So you get the whole Grandmaster. You get Grandmaster cover variant, Amber. You can get the Grandmaster
crystal cover variant.
Yeah, the Amber Crystal cover variants, they have the same foiling effect as size.
Right.
It's
So
probably the biggest one.
I am aware of this card. This I did know this card was in this auction. And out of 10 Spider-Man, 3 of 10. This is the cover variant Seismic Gold. This is a big card, guys.
And I personally think that this is probably maybe the only chance if you want this card to get it will be in this auction because the other people that I know have them, they're locking them away.
Yeah, it's a great card. Great card. Then we got Magneto here in the Amber Crystal out of 5.
Yep, love that one too. I got the original art for that Magneto from Lewis. Thank you.
Oh, very cool. Super Scroll out of 10 cover variant.
Yep.
What is this? You have both Daredevil Golden Treasures? Wait,
just
no. Yeah, sorry. I'm confusing that with Black Panther.
Yeah. Just this one. This one was one of the ones I pulled. I pulled out of EPAC. I didn't, there's a lot I traded for. This one I pulled, and I remember when it was the first one I pulled finally on EPAC, and it was the big one. I was sitting on the toilet by the case, and I was like, "Oh wow." That's what you could do with it. That's how bad it is. When you're sitting on the balcony, like, man, I'm bored. What did you do? Oh, me. Open case of,
oh
yeah, I might as well buy some cards.
That's a great one to hit. Congratulations on that. That was a big hit. All right, we got Patch here, Patch Wolverine, and this is going to be out of 25 and out of 200.
Yep. Future Wolverine. Yeah, may pass the platinums here. So now we're in some. These are all lots from the medallions of.
Yeah. I love that Storm.
Yeah.
These are all out of 50s here. 3 cards together. Another lot here. Great Weapon X. Oh, this is a great lot. Mr. Sinister, Weapon X, Deadpool, and X-23.
Yep. Little sample.
And out of 25, out of 100, out of 200. And then the Deadpool, I can't really read that one. Here, it's probably in the description. Down here. It's Deadpool is out of 100. Out of 100.
Marvel cards are not like the most simple sets to understand and dig into for it, unless you're like really a big collector like we are. So I have to say, like, good job, Heritage, Jeremy and Jesus. They describing all of these and writing all of it up, like especially in the magazine. Like, there's not a single error in all of it. And I read through it all, and there's a lot of stuff.
I will tell you what I've looked at's been correct so far. I did notice that, and if they didn't already have a great bit of knowledge of this product, these cards, kudos to them on their research. They did a great job.
Yeah, they did. Jeremy, especially for the Marvel stuff, fantastic accuracy, and that makes me excited too, because now it's Marvel cards are like at this level now where there's so much like awareness for it. I think
and Heritage is a great resource in terms of research, because a lot of their stuff you can look up past auctions from way back, right? And that data is now available for people to see.
This is another reason why I wanted to do this too with Heritage. I wanted to elevate Marvel cards for everybody here too, and put it on a platform at this level and this much awareness, and make just it all boats rise with the tide. And this is something that we're going to get a new set of collectors involved with this too, which I think is a good thing for all of us collectors.
Yeah, this is a great card here. We've got an out of 33 Ty Rosema Silver Surfer, and then the 299 to go with it. PSA 10 on the auto there. I think that's a great card. Another one of one. Make me think not as rare, Steve. But all right. So little side note here on the one of ones. As far as anyone can tell, and I think there's pretty good accounting of this in the community, there were no one of ones in the physical product of 2024 Flare from Upper Deck, Marvel Flare. So you had to have hit this on EPAC or traded for it on EPAC. And here we got Vision. So we don't see a lot of these one of ones.
That is a fact I did not know about, that there was none in physical products. What a shame.
Yep.
I did get the Thanos of this one of one here, so that's
good.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah, I had to try. Thank you, all my friends in the community. Whenever that Thanos pops up, I'm the first one to call.
we certainly think of you. That's right.
Yeah.
We have a PSA 10 winner out of 199, and then an out of 25 of 25 Daybreak of Dr. Doom here from Marvel Flare.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, it really is. Nice lot. And then we got Galactus here. This is the auto as a 9, and then we got a PSA 10 of the fall, which is out of 299, and then the High Noon, which I think
High Noon's out of 15 or 25.
15, yeah, you nailed it. And then the out of 99 for spring.
Yep. See a little mini rainbow on there for that one, and for this one,
Carnage, yes. Out of 99, out of 199, now 299 here. All PSA slab, but a PSA 10 for the out of 99. Now we're getting to PMGs. Ooh, These are 92 PMGs. Wow.
Yep.
What a little lot here. You got a red out of 100, a green out of 10, and a blue out of 50.
Wow. A little sampler platter for each of the different colors.
So, I mean, look, here's the thing. As Upper Deck was winding down its access to the Marvel trading card license, they kind of threw some stuff at us. And one of the things they threw at us was repurposing 1992 Marvel Masterpieces into a, what if there was a platinum and a metal PMG version of these cards all in one set. And not only that, we're going to make the PMGs like actually pretty difficult to hit, 2 per case. That disappointed me, because I bought a case. I'm like, yeah, we're about to hit PMGs like they did in Avengers Metal, which you could get, 12 boxes, you end up with 6, 7 PMGs, and that didn't happen. 1 or 2 per case, and here you can get 3 in a lot. Current bids at 15, and it includes a green PMG out of 10.
Avengers Metal kind of like spoiled a lot of us too, with how many PMGs were coming out of that.
It did.
They don't say PMG on these either too. A lot of people were upset about that too, but it didn't bother me at all, really.
I can understand it. I mean, look, the speed of which they probably got this out, I don't know. Maybe they had this planned all along, but it says it on the back down here at the bottom, PMG. It doesn't say the words precious metal or precious metal gems on the front, which is what a lot of collectors are used to, but still incredible cards.
Yeah. They also had like the Emerald Surge and some other ones too, like parallels along with the PMGs.
Yeah. So like this says precious metal gems here in the bottom in the nameplate there. This is a green out of 10, PSA 8. Very respectable for a PMG. Got a Thanos, must be a double.
Of course.
Number 70 of 100.
Oh, there's another one here. Nope, not that one. Yeah, I have another one there for that. I've always, if there's a Thanos here, it's because I have another one.
Got it. Oh, but you don't have another one of these.
No.
This is a gold precious metal gem, one of one of Serpent Society. I love these golds. I'm very grateful to own one of the gold PMGs from Avengers Metal.
Nice. Which one do you have?
Blue Marvel.
Nice.
Adam Brazier, the Legend of Blue Marvel. Yeah, it's a great art. It's one of the retro gold one of ones as well. Super grateful to have it.
I pulled the first box I opened ever when this set came out. I got a Namer PMG gold.
You did? Okay.
First one, I was like, they were saying like, hey, they say this product is like stuffed with like hits, and I opened the first like, well, what do you know, 101, the first one. This is definitely definitely loaded.
I love this Ghost Rider there. Yeah. No, it certainly is a great product. I think those cases and boxes will be sought after for a long time.
Personally,
yeah.
I think it's better than the Spider-Man and X-Men medals that came previously to it.
It certainly delivered more per pack, that's for sure.
I think it looked better too. Oh yeah, there's a white diamond. Yep.
So these are not numbered, but how many? There's some pretty good numbers on how many of these are. Is it 90?
Yeah, there is a very, very small time frame of EPAC when this metal was available before it just completely sold out. And this one was from an achievement of like collecting all of the, I think the retros. You get the full set of these ones here. So I believe it's less than 90. I think there was.
Yeah, here's one I'm bidding on. PSA 10, 79 of 100 PMG Spider-Man.
Rude One is asking, need 1/1 Thanos from Metal Avengers. Do I have it? No, because I need it. So that's my 1/1 Thanos. Stay away. Let's see. I haven't seen it. I don't know where it is.
I haven't either. Great card though. The green out of 10, man. You got so many of these. Goodness.
Yeah. This is another set. I told you, like if it came out on EPAC after the past year and a half, I have a lot of it because I just went crazy.
You opened a lot.
I was warned.
9 of 50.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Blue PMG, yeah. We got
high grades like this one. 9 are hard to get to for this.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Most of my Spider-Man PMGs are 8s. 8 of 10, Sentry. Did you go see the movie by chance?
No, I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, he was pretty well represented in the movie, including U.S. Agent here.
Last movie I saw was still Wolverine Deadpool, which is so long ago.
Right. Another 1 of 1, another gold precious metal gem, man. Wow.
Yeah. And another one.
I like this one. I like this one a lot. It's a PSA 9. Baron Zemo. It's a good art for Baron Zemo. 1 of 1. Current bid $5. Then we got Wolverine.
Let's see if a Wolverine red goes for more than a Baron Zemo gold.
It might. Wolverine's pretty popular. Current bid on this blue PMG for Wolverine, $75. This is number 37 of 50. Then we got an orange out of 25, PSA 9. Wow. 3 of 25.
Yeah, the oranges. See, this is they don't say precious metal gem on it. So I don't know if people don't take them as serious as like the reds and blues, which are like the orange is much more rare.
Yeah, here's what I think happens in those scenarios. When people are deciding like, hey, I want to put together a set, and they see that out of 25, they're like, yeah, I'd rather just go ahead and do the red out of 100 or the blue out of 50 because, the prices get expensive on those out of 25s for your higher tier characters. And so I think that ends up hurting the overall collectability for the oranges, and a lot of them end up going cheaper. So you might be able to get it. You might actually get the Wolverine out of 25 cheaper than you can someone who's trying to build the set of the reds or blues, and they're battling over it.
Yeah, I wonder, how many people build sets of those versus like just character collectors for it all. It's very interesting.
Well,
I build sets. I'm a pretty serious collector. It's hard for me to even make a set of like the red sometimes.
I mean, I've always said, and this comes from my friend Fausto, at the heart of Marvel card collecting is set collecting. And I still think that holds true. It's just the what is a set has changed.
Yeah.
Now people are building sets of character collecting, right? Still set building.
Rainbows.
Are they
Character
building rainbows? Or they're building, insert sets like,
I personally like my take on it, I think what's most fun in like modern Marvel is building like sets of rainbows, like having a character doesn't have to be like a good character, just a character that you like, and just getting like every card of that because it looks so cool to see it all together, like the different variations of it.
What a good looking card this is. Great design by Upper Deck. Arkwell Wolverine out of Avengers Metal.
Yeah,
might be one of the SP characters too. I can't remember.
Yes. Yep.
We got a lot of blues here.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 50s. PSA 8s all the way around there. Looks good.
Yeah, some more lots of blues. You didn't see all this stuff, Justin. Yeah, I told you there's a lot of cards.
There's a lot going on in my mind. I was like, man, I kind of would. There's some.
We haven't even gotten to the art yet either.
I know. Wow. Yeah, we haven't gotten to the big stuff. I'm looking at this. I'm like, man, I don't collect these characters. I'm not trying to build these sets, but these would kind of be kind of fun. There's some opportunities to get some nice cards kind of stuck away in the slot. Look at that beast. That beast looks great.
That beast is great. Great color match.
Mm-hmm.
Look how many blues there are. You can win all those, and have like be on your way to a full blue set.
Definitely can attack it in this auction. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Ares, Black Widow, U.S. Agent, Hawkeye. Winter Soldier. Oh, we got Blade down there with Deadpool's head. I mean, Dr. Doom's head.
Yep. Justice.
Yep. We got Daredevil, another Ghost Rider down there.
Yeah, that Ghost Rider. Where's that image from? That particular Ghost Rider? Because I see that a lot in the Avengers Metal. It doesn't look like the Ghost Rider.
I believe it's the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. It's a more modern Ghost Rider.
Here's a lot of red.
Yeah, look at all this red.
Yep. Now there's 200 red PMGs of the base set, and then the 50 retros. So this is a lot of the red PMGs from the.
You get 10 at a time.
Yep. That's 5% of the whole set.
Good math. Good math. Love this Scarlet Witch here. Love the Moon Knight in this one.
Spider-Woman.
Yeah, Spider-Woman looks great. Oh, out of 25 oranges, Doctor Strange.
Yep.
Little Stingray action. We got a friend who collects Stingray. This Moonstone's great art for Moonstone. Great art for Loki. That's a nice lot right there. Captain Marvel, Wonder Man. He's got a movie coming out.
Yep. And for those of you guys think that I just gave up all my collection here, listen, I have a lot of this. Way more than you see here.
Great Nova.
I actually have the gold PMG of that Spider-Woman.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
I think I do. Let me see. Is that one the high series one?
Speaking of golds, we got the out of 10s for the medallion. I mean, the palladiums. Valkyrie out of 10.
Here's one of the ones I kept back.
Oh. Heritage is like you're clicking too much.
Yeah. Oh, puzzle solved. Yeah, here's my gold PMG for the Spider-Woman.
Oh, hold on. Look at that. Is that a PSA 10?
Yes, it is.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
For all you people who think that he only gets 10s from CGC, look at that. That is huge. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always I have mixed feelings about grading one-of-ones sometimes, because it's that's what it is. You're not going to have another one of that, but yeah, pretty huge to get that one. Yeah.
Well, if you're going to get a 10,
oh yeah,
grade it. We're going to get a 7 like me, authenticated.
That's right.
Brian says, Steve, how would you rank the puzzle cybersecurity?
Oh, it's good just to more about like, are you a human or not? You can send that to somebody else to solve for you. Your services that do that, but what's the gain? This one looks so clean. To me, it shouldn't be an 8. I think it should be higher up. That card looks so smooth.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, where's the flaw?
Yeah, that one is undergraded.
I'm looking at the centering. The centering actually looks. You look at the metal logo to figure out the centering.
Corners look great.
Man.
Yeah, that's a beautiful green PMG retro.
I mean, how's it not a 9? Yeah. Great card. And wait, that was a retro PMG too, guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Retro green PMG. Wow.
That one's amazing looking.
Definitely have to watch that one. There's a lot of cards here that I think, there's a chance we look back one day and go, man, all those.
Chance I look back one day, I'm like, man, why the hell did I sell it?
Well, like I was on Card Ladder's website this weekend, and it has this function that you can look at the market cap of something. And it's like Marvel market cap 15 million, Pokemon market cap 1.1 billion. I was like, if we saw any kind of growth, anything like just fractionally towards what Pokemon has right now, these cards would be.
Well, I think Tops could scale it more. They have the
Tops and combined with Magic the Gathering. I mean, it feels like it's going to be something. But
well, Pokemon and Magic Gathering are the same company, pretty much for Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon is probably the largest brand in the world. So I mean, that's a lot of respect for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Great looking Star Fox. If I was a fan of his cards, this would probably be the best one.
The purple PMGs were just those are super hard to get also.
Yeah, out of 5 purple PMGs. This is a great looking Ghost Rider. This is that image that you were talking about again.
Yep, and the retro.
Yeah. So all right, let's explain this to people. So in the retros, the greens are the first 10 cards of the retros are green. The last 90 are red. So this is 10 of 100. So any of the numbering of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are going to be green.
This is Omega.
100 are going to be red. So there's only 10 of these.
Yep.
But it's out of the 100 PMGs of retro.
Yep.
Why is it like that?
This is the Omega green.
The Omega green, right. The reason it's like that is the very first precious metal gems ever in NBA basketball product, they were numbered this way. So this is the retro version of that. So they went back to that numbering system, even though it's a little confusing.
Yep. So I have 3 green PMG retros from the set here. The Black Panther, that one, and I believe Doctor Strange is coming up as also.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is one I would like to watch. That's for sure. Look at this She-Hulk. Great looking She-Hulk. Number 34 of 100.
Yep.
That Nova out of 5 was really nice. Green 8.5, super respectable grade. Number 3 of 100.
Yep.
Current bid $5. Yeah, I'm coming back for that one. Luke Cage
awesome.
retro. And then Spider-Woman. Number 40 of 100.
Very different looking than the other Spider-Woman.
Yeah, look at that great Sentry, guys. That is a great looking card. PSA 8, 73 of 100. And Captain Marvel, number 93 of 100. And then we got a blue set here. All retros. Wow.
All retro blue. Big lot here.
Did you hit any blue Marvel by chance?
I could look later on because I still have.
Yeah, you don't do that right now. I was hoping they would be in this lot.
No, I don't think it's in that lot.
I need the green. I need the out of 5. Okay, so now we've got some of the Topps products. This is the UK Topps Chrome.
Just so you can see. Oh yeah, here's the top stuff. Just so you know that I still have a lot left. Here's my Marvel metal sets that I'm working on here. So here's reds. Red. So yeah, I still have tons.
You got a lot of them that you haven't graded yet.
There's a red shit. So I'll see if I have the blue Marvel for you. And here's the blues.
Yeah, there's a blue Marvel blue, but I got that one. Yeah, I have that one.
But you need the retro one, right?
Yeah, retro is what I'm looking. The retro green is what I really need.
Retro green. I don't think I have the green of that one. I have purples.
Oh, look at that! You got a big set.
Yep. So yeah. So still plenty. I didn't sell out, guys.
All right, back to it. We've got Spider-Man here. This is the gold. What number is that?
This set really grew on me, to be honest. Like the top set starting to really like it. I remember, like, actually, I think I opened up one of the first ones with you.
You did, and I fell
yeah.
asleep on the stream. Remember?
That's right. Yeah, but that was when the first impression, first time holding it, and then since then, I mean, this set is just
Wow, 4 or 5. Yeah, I was going through. I mentioned it. I spent a lot of time looking at sales this weekend. Just really dove into it. A lot of the top sales of this year have been tops. This UK tops product. Look at that.
definitely have a duplicate of this one.
You have 2 out of 5s, and you're auctioning the PSA 10. Wow, current bid $35.
They're both PSA 10s.
That's insane.
That's the thing about the tops cards too. They're like almost nearly perfect. All of them. They cut them amazing.
Good quality, yeah.
I have one Superfractor from Tops too, Mephisto. That's the only one I have. They're extremely valuable. It's like these.
Do you like that? You like Thanos' signature?
Yeah. I remember first seeing that when we pulled it out. It was like kind of made me chuckle. I didn't know if I like it or not.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, they do it.
I have to say this a lot because we're going to see this a lot in Topps products. But you know, there's people who are like, man, all these facsimile autos are terrible. You know, why are they doing it? It's not a real auto. I'm like, it's not a real character. It's a fictional character. It's a fictional auto. Like, what's like? It's what
did you see the movie? Is it the movie?
I'm like, oh yeah, it's real. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bust your bubble. That they're not real characters. It's like, what do you no? The comic version of Spider-Man is never going to actually be able to sign something. You have to imagine it, right? Like,
yeah.
Anyways, I just thought that was fun.
It seems to be like, you know, people like it though almost more than like the autos of some of the comic artists.
What you can't deny is the there are people that certainly don't like it and they're vocal about it, but the sales indicate that there are people who do really like it, and their money chases it. So
yeah,
you know, whatever you think. But this, like, all right, this is really cool, Steve.
Uncut sheets. Yeah, now we're moving to uncut sheets on here.
So this is an uncut promo sheet, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Because why else would these 4 cards be together on one uncut sheet if it's not a promo?
1992.
Yeah, and look at that remark down at the bottom. See, we got a close up. Is it framed? Wow.
Yep, it's framed also.
Unauthenticated.
With a certificate.
Zoom into this. Hold on, guys. Yeah, see how it says prototype?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a prototype. Because those got released prior to the full release. And I want to get back to this. I want to zoom in.
Almost 30 years ago.
God, that was good. Look at that. A little bit of original art from Mr. Jesco here at the bottom.
Great Venom.
So that's fun.
Yeah, uncut sheets of the promos.
Okay.
I like uncut sheets a lot.
More uncut sheets.
Oh yeah, there's a few more here.
So cover variant uncut sheet for that's 2016.
2016 cover variant, which 2016 is very close to me and everybody here that participated in getting some of the original art here. And this is a nice way to appreciate all of it on one piece of paper.
Yeah, and look, the tier 4s go down the left side, guys. Look at that.
Yep.
That's cool.
Each one of those cards individually is like $1,000 each or more.
That is cool.
Yep.
How long have you had this? There's magic.
I've had this for like 5 years. It's actually kind of funny. I've had this for 5 years, but I just recently, for the first time, acquired the Spider-Man cover variant. Like that was like the missing gap in all of my.
For your set.
Yeah, for my set. Yeah.
Wow.
One of the final ones, man.
So here's the DeSantos cover variant sheet, and these were part of the redemption. So like you had to pull a card.
Yep.
You had to pull a card to get this, and they sent it into 2 pieces. And here are the tier 4s at the bottom, along with the tier 3 Ghost Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So I happen to have this myself. But this is incredible.
Yeah.
But you get both pieces in one lot there.
Yep. Cover variants, masterpieces there.
Current bid, $35. Oh, and then we got little lots of sketch cards. Okay. 2018.
Now these lots, I don't think I put them together. I think Heritage, took them and kind of mixed them between the different sets.
Yeah.
And then the character types.
Look at these artists. We got Joe Rubinstein. We got Eddie Wagner, Rich Henneman. There's some big artists there.
Yeah.
Got Tomo there. Wow.
Yeah.
Wolverine, Kingpin, 2 Wolverines. Toma. I said Tomo. Good night.
I think Vincent Minervo.
Mm-hmm. We got Spider-Man. Spider-Man looks good. We got a Tuvo.
Yep. And the Wolverine.
One Wolverine at the bottom down there. For people who are selling on Whatnot, you might have an opportunity to get a nice little lot here that you can use on your Whatnot sales.
Yeah, that's right.
Rodriguez, this White Rabbit he's such a great artist. He's just underappreciated in my opinion.
Yeah.
Some of my better magic sketches are his.
You see, like most of them on the back, you see they're all sketches from the same set, representing from.
Yeah, that's a great point. And they're big sets, masterpieces, right?
Yep. Nice beast there.
Yeah, beast, but that Falcon stands out to me. Spider-Man stands out. These are good. These are really good. Now the Wolverine. What is going on with Captain America? That's that wolf. That wolf version of Captain America. I forgot about that. Black Panther as a Jane Foster Thor.
A Wolvie.
Mm-hmm. Gambit, great Captain America there. So this is your proof you went on platinum. I mean, premiere on EPAC.
Yep, that's right. Yep. I actually did tons of premiere, like even before I was, hanging out with all the people here and getting the tin cans. I have a lot of tin cans from 2017.
Ooh,
this one's beautiful. Probably one of my favorite sketches. Put it here.
Look, you got Storm and Wolverine and Cyclops in the back. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, this is good, but like the Storm on the other side of it is just so good looking.
Yeah, look at that, guys. Wow. Spider-Man and Venom.
Yep. $10. None of this will last too long, that price.
No, I don't think so. Spidey. Who do we have here? $29.99 and Scarlet Spider and Scarlet Spider.
Yeah. It's like the Spider-Man thing where they're pointing to each other. You.
A nice Iron Fist. And then is this
Wolverine? Got a quad panel.
Quad panel Wolverine with Psylocke and Magneto.
No.
Okay. That's the same card, by the way.
Ajay Cerezo. Heritage even did the homework to find out who the artists were and put them on there by Ajay Cerezo.
Yeah,
awesome.
They did good. Did really good.
I'm proud of them.
Mm-hmm. We do know the artist on this one. This is
Mitch Ballard.
Mitch Ballard, yeah.
Mitch Ballard is one of my favorites here. I have a fantastic Captain Marvel one from him.
You get watercolor. I like the back here.
Yeah. Felix. Yeah, some watercolor ones.
Black Panther.
Is there anything I'm having second thoughts about TD Art Gallery has? I mean, I try not to think about it because like all of this stuff, it makes me excited when I see it. And I love all of it, but having a catalog of it all, it kind of like memorializing it all makes me feel better because I get to, I could always have this and look at it and say, I used to own this.
All right. We just got to the original art, so we need to do a
giveaway. All right, let's do a giveaway before you go to the next art. We'll do giveaway number 3.
#Deadcode.
Okay, #Deadcode. So for those of you just joined us,
Steve, it took us an hour and 30 minutes to get through just the trading cards.
Just the trading cards. There's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I don't even know if we're gonna do magic. You know, the whole magic catalog for it.
But we'll definitely tease it if anything.
Yeah. We'll go to the highlights. All right. So we have another giveaway. So we're gonna do one of these. Let's do the Wolverine last. We'll do the Dan. We'll do this one here, Dan.
Do the Dan. Okay.
So the Dan OX, and then we'll do the PMG Red 2013 Jean Grey, and then you also get all together. We're gonna do that along with a vinyl of my band that comes with it, and the 6 You Are All Stars Deadcode trading card set.
Okay, cool.
They're all you know, these are serialized as well. If you you know,
I did not notice that.
Yeah. So up top, you know, you can see the numbers up there.
Oh, so
cool. So they're all serialized individually too, up to 3,000.
All right. So we're gonna run this. Make sure you keep those lots together.
Yeah.
All right. One more entry, guys. We're at 99. Let's get to 100.
Yep. 100.
Hashtag Deadcode. We got it. Let's run it.
All right.
Best of luck. Stop cheating, Manu. Vintage Lord Canada. How about that?
All right.
Vintage Lord.
Yes.
He says he's hacking it. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Congrats. This is this Dan is actually, look at that, number 2 out of 50.
Wow.
Oh, 32 out of 50. Sorry.
Yeah. Still cool. Way to go, man. That's a great win. PMG, the Lotto, all of the other stuff.
PMG, yep. And these and the Deadcode cards. You got a trading card of me.
Thanks.
They're kind of cool. Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
All righty.
All right, let's get back. So now we're on to the original art portion of this catalog. Wow. Okay, so what we're looking at is 1990 Impel Marvel Universe, 90 MU, and this is the Tom Morgan original art. I remember seeing this at CAFA, at CAX, I mean, and I mean, this is important. I mean, this is original art made for the trading card at a you know, a really special set.
Yep, I got this one. It's in a very beautiful frame too, with the cards. Fausto actually, I forget what we did a trade or something for this one, and it's the only 1990 Impel art I've ever owned. Legendary set for it. Okay, maybe I have second thoughts about this one.
Yeah, I would have second thoughts about this one because this is, I mean, the public at large has decided that 90 MU is kind of like the rookie set. It's not, but you know, it's like it's an important set that people collect, and a lot of those collectors don't realize that this art's even out there.
Or even because like I didn't even really know, because I thought it was comic book art at one time too, but no, it's like mostly Tom Morgan original pencils, and then so imagine the Marvel bullpen with all the artists for the comic books are out there, and Bob Budiansky comes and says, "Hey, you're gonna draw Mephisto, you're gonna draw Silver Surfer, you're gonna Jim Lee will have you do Wolverine," you know, and that's what happened, right? Joe Rubinstein, I need a black costume Spider-Man, Rubinstein, black costume Spider-Man, and that's what happened. They sketched out these for the trading cards. They were designed to be on a trading card. You can tell by the scale of the art, right? And then they were colored by was it Paul Mounts and printed onto the card, and that's how we got it. And so these are the comic book creators of the 90s. Well, more than just the 90s, but you know, in 1989 and 90 that created this original art. It's really incredible. Yeah, I think the colors too. A lot of them, not sure of this one. They do the airbrush. You know, Paul Mounts will do the airbrush for it, and then they put the black and white on top of with the airbrush color to make the two together. But I think this, you know, this is the cool part, the inked part.
Yeah, this is where it was created, right? This is where the design was brought to life. It's a great Mephisto.
Oh, the prices, you know, there's a lot of bids on this one too, so people appreciate it. They know what it is.
I mean, they should. Yeah. They certainly should. So, all right, now what are we looking at here?
Okay, I think these are probably the 2 of the 3 biggest ones in Marvel art in this.
All right, so we got Greg and Tim Hildebrandt. They were just They don't need an introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyways. When you look at the poster for the original episode 4, right? But the first ever released Star Wars, 1977. That poster was done by Greg and Tim Hildebrandt. As a lot of people know, they did the calendar for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, which became the inspiration for the visuals for Peter Jackson's the movie, the Lord of the Rings. And they were also commissioned to do a full Marvel card set in 1994 Marvel Masterpieces. And this is the Black Panther, which for whatever reason is often the best-selling card in the set in terms of PSA 10 graded cards. And this is the original art for that card.
I personally think it's one of the best Black Panthers ever made, for Marvel cards.
Yeah, it's such a good one. There it is, all framed up. Look at that beauty.
Yeah, nice frame. It matches. So I had a whole set, or not a whole set. I have about 5 of them, and they're all matching, same kind of frame. You can see back there, I have a Wolverine, the Thanos. The frame just fits it so spectacularly, and yeah, it's about that big,
Yeah, it's like it's coming at you. I mean, it's
and it comes with the preliminary art that I happened to find much later from our friend Jose, and then we threw in a PSA card with it as well.
Yeah, and
the preliminary is bigger than the actual painting.
Well, and look, like there's preliminary art. Like I own the preliminary art for Spider-Man, but this is the one where it's like the design that actually ended up on the card, right? Where not just one of the rough sketches, but like the one that they went with.
Yep.
So good, man. Like current bid is at $3,700.
Yep. And I got this one. All my cards are from all over the place. This one I happened to get on eBay like 7 years ago. You can go look at the history. I think it was like $20,000 on eBay that back then. So this is these are the ones that are hard to get, but I got to give something nice, to the auction or heritage. Yeah. So there's a few.
Well, this
has a few headliners.
This next one qualifies as something nice.
Yeah. This one is probably the top 2 things here in the whole auction is this one and the other Spider-Man coming up.
I mean, this is a crown jewel of most anyone's collection, for sure.
Yep.
And here it is, all framed up. Let's get a better look at it. I mean, this is so incredible.
Yeah. No words for this one. It's just.
Oh, look, hold on. I never noticed the cars down there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
To create that perspective of how high up he is and the people.
Seeing this in person as well, like the way the ink, when you could zoom in really close and you'll see all the little bumps of paint, the acrylic paint that the Hildebrandts did to make this. It's just from far away and up close. It's a masterpiece of comic art. The guys are insane.
Yeah. Oh, the legends, man. They are legends. No doubt about it.
Well, yeah. There's 2 Spider-Men in the 94 masterpieces set. This is the higher number one. I think the 120 or 120. Then there's the other one of him like kind of crawling on the flat on there.
Steve,
I like this one more, to be honest.
Hold on, I'm trying to get to this. I'm trying to get to another version of Yeah, I just want to see it up close more. Like, you're selling this at the wrong time. I don't have enough money for it right now, Steve.
There's 5 days left to get it.
Yeah, hold on. There we go.
It will be interesting to see who ends up with this too, man. Anybody out there, that participates in this auction and picks up something, I'd love to know, who ends up with.
I guess there's no obligation to let us know, but yeah,
if you'd like to,
it might disappear. I mean, that's the reality. We've seen art disappear before,
and we've seen it come back.
We've seen it come back, right? Out of a crate out of a Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, I am working probably, I would say 3 months from now, a little mini documentary about all the Justco 2016 art and picking it up, because I have it filmed of us arriving in New York, getting it, seeing it for the first time, some of the setup there. So be a nice little story to remember and show everybody that has a part of this.
Yeah. So now we're on to Joe Jusko, art from 2016, Marvel Masterpieces 2016.
Yeah.
I know it says 2013. That's just when he painted it. But we got Hella. And these are great. To see them in person, see them in hand is amazing. We got
all of these ones here. We all, the community, we all had a chance. A lot of people picked up their favorite pieces. A lot of the people got to, trade some of them. I kept a lot. You got some. So these are the only ones remaining left that were available are now part of this auction.
Oh, and this got off track a little bit here. 1 second.
Ooh, look at that. We didn't even see those two. More cards are.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I guess this is the next one. I didn't want to miss one.
You can pick up from there. That's fine. Dan DeSantos. So this is one of my favorite ones in the set. But the reason why it's coming on this auction too, because I wanted to show and represent like almost a full rainbow, like complete rainbow of the preliminary art, the original art, and also from the cards. Like the one-of-one card is part of it, the printing plates, this gold spectrum, autos, everything is there. Like all the cards for it. Might be in two separate lots, but like the full card set of this.
Yeah, let's say here it is. Okay, it's the next one.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at that. That is cool.
Yes. Yeah, if you zoom into it, there should be like the one-of-one. One-of-one might be in another lot itself too.
Well, there's one-of-ones here, the printing plates.
Yep, printing plates are there. The silver spectrum auto, the gold signature, bells. Yep.
Yeah.
9 of 99. And so there's the one-of-one.
There's the one-of-one.
Yeah. So everything is available from this too, which is, I only have one set of like a full rainbow from Dan DeSantos. The other one that I have a full rainbow for is like the Iron Man Bianchi 2018. That one, I'm keeping that one.
Wow. And look at this.
Yeah.
Surprised this is available, man.
Yeah, me too. This is I didn't have this one for too long. I actually did a big trade with somebody else and got this one, and then it was like the next week Heritage here, so I didn't have a attachment to it yet. It was just like it came and went. I was like, I didn't even have it.
Oh, okay.
But,
that explains the nameplate down here.
Yeah,
that's not you. You haven't done that on your art that I'm aware of.
Nope. Yeah, so it was
I have seen someone who does do that. So.
That's right.
That's a big one. This is a beauty.
Yeah. Emma Frost is one of my favorite characters to collect, and Megan is fantastic artist. This came out in the Matriarchs set recently.
No doubt. I'm pretty sure I remember contacting you about this.
Yeah, the skateboard.
The
whole Dimax set.
I
have to say, so Steve Aoki and me are like very close friends now, and thank you for setting up, Justin. I think that we connected through cards, and I'm actually going to his baby shower, next week.
How exciting!
And there's going to be a remix coming out, Aoki remix of Deadcode.
That's fun. To think that I ever would have exist in a world where I'd be connecting you and Steve Aoki together. Blows my mind. But
so this is all Dimmac, which was Steve Aoki's record label and merch swag too. And I haven't had a conversation about him yet about this stuff yet too. But this is all the 2018 masterpiece art from Simone, and it was made on skateboards and shirts and everything. And it's pretty insane. This is it looks cool. So it was pretty cheap too. Like these ones were like like $50 when they came out, for that week that they're available. And I got a couple extra ones of them. Now here's the only non-Marvel thing that's in here from art, but
it's real. Like, is it? Where did you get this?
I got that from Jim Lee himself, and I got that in New York at New York Comic Con. His agent, his name is Albert Moy.
Yeah,
Albert Moy and I became connected. I forget how, but we did become connected. And I flew to New York to go Comic-Con as I usually do. and he showed this to me because Jim Lee had just went from Marvel to DC, and this was one of his first covers that he illustrated for the Batman series. Is Batman comic book number 125, and there's a original cover, then of the variant cover, and this is a variant cover, the Jim Lee variant cover for it. So he's a creative director for DC now in Batman, and this is his first cover that he had done for DC.
This is going to hit a stupid big number.
Yeah, it will for sure. This is. I mean, also the comic book that this is for, this Batman 125 has a first appearance of a major villain coming out soon. His name's Failsafe. So
this is the first appearance of Failsafe cover.
Yes, this is the first appearance of Failsafe cover.
Gosh,
so honestly, this is probably going to be like the most expensive thing in the auction. You know, in the end, I predict, even though maybe it's not as recognizable as like the Spider-Man stuff, but this is like could be a legendary cover one day.
Failsafe is an incredible villain for Batman.
Yep,
created by Batman.
So this is the cover, the first appearance of Failsafe, what the Jim Lee cover, and the first Jim Lee cover for DC as well.
That's mind blowing to me. 5 days left before the live auction begins. Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Whew.
And I bought this for a lot more than the number that's on there too. So
yeah, I mean, look, I happen to have a friend who's been able to acquire some original cover art from Jim Lee, and I know the number that it took for him. So I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And that cover art wasn't Batman.
With Robin.
Yeah, with Robin, a full cityscape in the background. You got your gargoyles going here. I mean, it is so good.
I can find. I had the comic
book. Scott Williams inked it. Is that right?
What's that?
Scott Williams inked. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Scott Williams inked it.
So just for people who's out there in your Marvel fans, the X-Men Jim Lee stuff that we saw as a kid in the 90s was Jim Lee and Scott Williams.
Let me see if I find that comic book really quick. I know I have it laying around somewhere.
Yeah. Huge. Yeah, Brian says, yeah, that's that's gonna go higher. Yep, no doubt. With Scott Inks, that's right.
Yeah, I think it's in my other box. But yeah, there's actually another a rare cover variant of the variant, and it's the black and white one. That comic book itself is like over $500, for the rarer one. Then there's a color version of that one too. But you can just look up Batman number 125 cover, and it should come up on Google too. It's a great one.
Is that the end of these lots for?
That is it for the Marvel lots.
Marvel comic art. All right, let's do a giveaway.
Yep, let me make sure. Let me look through here, see if there's anything else. So the beautiful presentation that they have in here, all the stuff you see towards the end, like the Dan DeSantos art. I mean, this magazine is a collectible in itself.
Okay, we didn't see some of that art. How is it not?
Yeah, some of the Jusco ones are missing there. So we saw
here. Okay. That's so weird. It went away for a little bit. Yeah, there's some big pieces here. Let's do a giveaway, and we're going to come back to these.
All right, the final giveaway. Okay, final giveaway for all the people that stuck around here. We have Weapon X.
105 entries. Hashtag
Weapon X, number 15 out of 25, signed by Bianchi. This is the CAX at OAX card, exclusives card. And
are you giving both of those away at the same time?
Are we gonna do another giveaway? Are we going? If we're going through the magic, then
let's do the Wolverine.
Okay, all right.
We're gonna do the Amber Crystal out of 5 after we show the rest of this original art.
Sounds good. That works. Okay, we'll do that. And then we have the Deadcode. I'll show these are. Everybody's gonna get a vinyl. The winners get a vinyl, and they get these.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. By myself. So yeah, these ones are made by your All-Stars. There's 6 of them. There's me.
Yeah, good looking card.
Man here, and they're all serialized. So this one, see, is number 160. So
Cool.
yeah,
Very
6
cool.
of those and that. So there was that, and then the record. All right, let's give it away.
Hashtag Deadcode. Get it in there. We've got, let's see how many entries we have here. We have 109. Count to 3. 1, 2,
3.
3. Oh, I love it. Who's it going to be? It's always so nerve-wracking.
Very nerve-wracking.
Mr. Jayhawk.
Dun, 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 dun.
Congratulations, Mr. Jayhawk. He's been a viewer of the channel for some time. Happy for you, my friend.
Got the big one. This is the big one here.
That is amazing.
All right, put this one ahead. You're keeping track of these ones here. I'll get the contact from you to send them out.
Yep.
That'll be that one. All right.
Awesome. All right. We have more art to see. Yeah, because somehow it skipped ahead on me. Sorry, guys. Look, it's trying to do it again. Why is it doing that?
There they are. Yeah, I was wondering where the big one is. The wraparound cover one too.
Another Hildebrandt. Yeah, that's right. This is a great Jane Foster from Joe Jusko, Marvel Masterpieces, original art from 2016.
Yep.
Gotta love it. Joe's the best.
Recovered all of these for those that were participating in this, or those that don't know the story. This set was completely just missing. Somebody had bought the whole thing before the set came out, like 10 years ago, and I got contacted about a little more than a year ago to buy All or Nothing, and it was too much for me to do on my own. So with a little help from my friends, we were able to acquire it, and everybody, that was part of it.
The rest of us feel like with help from you, we were able to acquire it. I hear what you're saying there, but this
team effort.
This Punisher is great. It's such a great Punisher.
Yes. Yep.
And then
there's 2 Punishers in the set too, and you know who ended up with the other Punisher. I'm sure he won't mind me saying it. Mr. Dan DeSantos himself is a collector, and he got the other Punisher.
Smart on Dan's part. Okay, so again, the art is jumping around. I'm gonna try not to miss anything. We got Simone Bianchi.
Yep.
Great stuff here.
Yep. This is a smaller format one. Yeah, like Joe Jusko does some of the paintings the same size. Oh, here. So here's some of the stuff I had done with the Heritage, is to give the 1 of 1 with the art again. So here's another example. EM Gist.
Yep.
EM Gist Rogue from Fleer Ultra Avengers. And then the 1 of 1 Gold Spectrum is also with that in a separate lot.
Oh, in separate lot. I was like, I'm clicking, but I don't see it. Okay.
Yeah, separate lot.
Where did it go?
Yeah, it's weird how it does sets kind of jumps around like that.
I'm gonna try to start it over here.
Yeah.
See if I can browse all items.
Yep. And just while you look for that too, just so you guys know, if you've never bid on Heritage before, they do it differently than eBay, of course, and they do it differently than Golden or Fanatics. There is no 30-minute extension, as far as I know. I don't think they're doing it with this one. So it's like a live. You'll see there's an auctioneer that gives you a chance, and they go one at a time, and you have to bid then. Final, fair warning, like there, and then it's done. Then it's done. Okay, that's all the Magic the Gathering stuff.
Yeah,
I'll do that tonight.
No, we might show their top item or something like that. Okay, so that's not a good way for me to do it.
Yeah, maybe you could type in Marvel on there.
Well, it should be right here. Deadcode.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then title and descriptions, you could do original art, and that'll come up maybe with all the original art. Or just go browse to the bottom.
That was a good way to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Man. All right. Yep. There's all the sketch stuff. There's those.
Ah.
Yeah. Here we are.
Okay. There we go. We got Hawkeye. Thank you guys for your patience there. Joe Jusko. We got Hulk. Goes on the canvas gallery art. Look at that.
Yeah. This Hulk is insane.
This bid's already at $2,800 for good reason.
Yeah. It's a great Hulk. I don't know which one I like more, that one or the other, the tier 4 Hulk art.
Well,
You know,
I mean, look, Jusko just nails Hulk. He kills it. I mean,
yeah,
every
he
time.
does.
Great Cyclops.
Yep.
Love this one.
Yeah, he did a couple Cyclops for the set too, and they're all wearing this suit, you know, not the old one. All right, here's probably this is the cover chosen for the Marvel version of it, the wraparound cover that Jeremy designed. I think it's fantastic.
Right.
This is coming with the cards, the autograph version of the cards from the 2017 Spider-Man set. Autograph from Hildebrandt on the back, and the preliminary art as well. I mean, this is everybody's favorite. This one was at OX to see in person here.
Yeah.
Just mind blowing.
You get into this fire in the background. I mean,
I've had this one for a long time. This card I had, I think when right after the set came out, I owned the original art at least 6 years, 7 years, and it's just time to. It's big. It's a big piece.
It is a big piece. Yeah, I've seen it in person. It's a big piece. That's incredible, Steve, that somebody's gonna have an opportunity to pick this up.
Yep.
Sitting at $5,250 right now, current bid. All right, we got Falcon.
Yep, it's Falcon. Yeah, so it didn't come out here. Falcon also has a rainbow of all the cards as well. Everything except the red spectrum for the Falcon. Yeah.
So this may look unfinished, but this is the original art for War Machine by Cal Cacao, because he does pencils and then he finishes the rest of it digitally. So,
and this one, there's also in the auction is the gold spectrum 1 of 1. So you can see this is actually another separate catalog right here that they have a mini one. And that's cool. That's the card right there. So it's a gold spectrum 1 of 1, 8.5.
Very cool.
Great Carnage missing masterpieces.
This is the missing art. So you can find this on Dan DeSantos' business cards, but still a great piece. Love this Kitty Pryde from
Simone. Midnight Suns. Yeah, that one's awesome. Comes with the preliminary art and the auto card from the set too.
Sweet.
This one is very texturized, like in person. The Kitty Pryde, the egg portal coming out is like almost kind of feels like a real like eggshell on there. It's really neat.
Wow.
So the Dan, besides the Red Skull and the Carnage, I decided to, I have a lot of this sets are, as you guys know,
a lot of
so I did the Guardians of the Galaxy characters that I own are in here. So yeah.
How did you get it? You got Dan to sign the frame?
Yeah, this one was a later purchase. Actually, got this one from when Dan was doing on his Patreon auctions. That was one of the Patreon auctions.
Very cool. We got Havoc.
Yep.
This is a great piece of Rocket.
Yeah, this is part of the Guardians, stuff that I gave here. So I think the Rocket is my favorite one from the Guardian ones I had.
Groot.
Here's the Groot.
That's awesome.
Yep. And that one and the Rocket from the original.
Those.
I think that's it.
Okay, we covered all the original art. Fantastic. All right, let's take a quick look at your Magic the Gathering, and we'll do our last.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
So, what in your mind? Is this the biggest item?
The biggest item? No. Funny enough, it's one of the biggest items, but it's not the biggest. The biggest item in this is a sealed alpha starter deck. So this is it's a sealed deck of the alpha set, which is the very first Magic set that ever came out. It's one that I pulled Black Lotus from. So it's a brown box that you'll see on there.
Brown box. Okay. Now look, us Marvel fans who are not already Magic the Gathering fans, we're learning it. We're going to be learning it because they're putting out a Marvel set. In fact, some of that's already
there. It is, right there.
This one?
Nope, the one next to it.
Oh, the one with 16,000 already on the bid. Okay. Look
That's
at
the
that.
big. Yeah, Marvel and Magic are having their Universes Beyond Spider-Man, Marvel and Magic in September. You know, 28th didn't read. So yeah, so I personally think this is the biggest in the whole auction. It is a factory sealed from 1993 Magic the Gathering Alpha sealed starter deck. It comes with 2 rares inside of it, and 60 cards in total, common, uncommon, and 2 rares. There's a I personally pulled a Black Lotus out of one of these.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, that's the last time I'm ever opening a starter deck, because I got
Yeah. You got to end on. I mean, you can't do better than that, right?
You can't. Yeah. So if there could be a Black Lotus in this one too. There's only 1,000 of them in the world. Could be one in here, but
wait. There's only 1,000 sealed. They only ever did 1,000 of these boxes.
Only 1,000 Black Lotuses ever. But there's a one in. There's like a one in
1,000 of these sealed boxes, but only 1,000 of the Black Lotuses.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know how many sealed. I mean, most of the sealed here are open. From what I've heard, the numbers of sealed alpha starter decks left, there's under 20.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Get your bids in, people. 4 days left.
This one will not go for under 6 figures, I don't think.
Incredible. All right. Well, let's do our last giveaway. We just hit the 2-hour mark. I think we've done a great job going through and representing what is in the auction, especially for our Marvel fans.
There's a lot of Marvel Platinum in there. So I have a lot of Platinum pals here. So you're going to get that, of course, like the Deadcode sets and a vinyl record from here too, which are collectibles here. And then this is the big card.
Yeah, an out of 5 Amber Crystal Superior Spider-Man. Great card. Is that a PSA 9? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, PSA 9, number 2 out of 5.
Love it. All right, hashtag Deadcode. Give you just a few more seconds and we're going to run it. So 3, 2, 1. While this is running, everybody, thank you so much for watching and hang out tonight. If you're watching the replay, appreciate you hanging out as well. I'll have a link to the Heritage auction in the description of this video. And DYNC Lasky won. Congratulations.
All right.
Glad you won. But guys, make sure you don't miss out on this auction. Get in there. If you don't have an account, create one. It's super easy. Heritage has been great to work with. I bought original art from them, cards from them in the past. Might be buying some more out of this auction. I got some pieces that I'm certainly tracking as well. Steve, appreciate you making a portion of your collection. There is a tour video that you can watch on this channel, and you understand that this is a fraction of what he has, but it is some of the best stuff that he has.
I think we need to do an episode 2 of the tour video, Justin, because even that is like there's so much new stuff since then too.
Yeah. Yeah, you've added your family's grown since then. You can see.
Yeah, my family's grown too. Yeah, I have a video of showing him all the cards too. So yeah.
Oh, and I do need to say this. Make sure you reach out to me. Give me your address. When you reach out, do me a favor and let me know what you won, and I'll go back and confirm it via timestamp.
I have the lots here. Everybody got a vinyl record, and everybody got a set of the Deadcode cards. But this is one lot. Mm-hmm. Here's another lot. We had this with it.
Yep.
Then the next one we had these two, the PMG and the Dan. And then prior to that, we had this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Wolverine and the Thanos.
Yep. And then the first one that we did was this lot.
All right. So we got a couple of comments. Any questions for Steve as we're wrapping up? Well, we got Jarrett says, Perez says, Steve, hit me up.
Okay.
And Kazra says, throw a party at your house after the auction.
Absolutely. We'll definitely be doing. Might even have a party during the auction.
Yeah.
I'll probably need some drinks as I watch all of it get sold. I'm like,
so, if you're watching on Kappa's channel, thank you, Comic Art fans, for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you to Bill and Kazra for letting us take over your channel. I probably should have said something about that early on. Apologies for not mentioning that, but was just so ready to get into this catalog and enjoy it and share it. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, whichever channel you're on. Jump on the other one, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button here, but make sure you give Heritage a follow on all of their socials. Keep up with what's going on in their auctions. They always have a lot of stuff Marvel related, and they quite often have some stuff that's Marvel trading card related.
Yep.
So especially
Awesome.
this election.
And also, you know, the whole purpose of thank you for Heritage for doing this and helping to get, you know, my band's name out there too. Deadcode, of course, this is all kind of like from them. My album comes out, full-length album comes out on the 30th, you know, same day. So
That's cool. Very cool. Appreciate y'all. Steve, thank you so much for letting me be involved in what you have going on. It's really an honor for me to even, you know, just here on video, be connected to your collection. Means a lot. I appreciate it. Everybody do me a favor again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But as always, I hope you have a marvelous day.